everyone. Robbie Norman, discipleship pastor here at FBCBoro with the one and only living legend, our college pastor, Drew Feltz.
Hey guys.
And we're going to talk a little bit about kids ministry and our role as parents in kids ministry and how we can help things run smoother in kids ministry.
Yeah, because believe it or not, besides being pastors, we're also fathers.
We're dads.
I have 2 kids now, so I'm
Yes.
officially a real parent.
Congratulations.
I've not caught up to you though in your...
It's okay. Get to 4.
Yeah.
And it's a whole nother world, but it's good.
Yeah, no,
It's good.
I'm afraid to be outnumbered.
That's okay. Jeff and Lauren just had their second,
Yeah.
so they've got a ways to go. So we're excited about what the Lord's doing here at church.
Sure.
And we've optimized our schedule on Sunday morning.
Yeah, brand new schedule. 8:15, 9:30, 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock. And
But that's
Sunday
brought
school.
some, Sunday school is 9:30.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Which is different. It was 9:45.
It was, but now it's 9:30.
And how does that change things for kidsmen? Because there's probably some stuff, right?
Yeah, there's a few things as we're getting our feet underneath us with the new schedule. A couple things we want to let you as parents know, and us as parents as we're all living this together, is that our end time for Sunday school is now 10:30 a.m. across the board, all classes, all ages. And so what we're asking parents to do is to arrive and pick up your child from your child's Sunday school class, all ages, all the way up to 5th grade, between 10:30 and 10:40
Yeah.
on Sunday morning. That helps our teachers get to where they need to be next. That helps our teachers make the transition in extended care for our nursery, for our newborns up to pre-K on the first floor. So those volunteers can get there so the teachers can transition to their next area of service, or if they're going to worship or whatever the next thing may be. So again, if parents, if we can all do this together and pick up our kids at 10:30, between 10:30 and 10:40 on Sunday mornings, that would be a great help.
Well, and this is new too because we have new times and we're getting used to everything else. But I imagine it's just going to be something we're going to have to kind of just keep communicating and keep reminding ourselves, myself included, that like, hey, we need to wrap up. But 10:30, and I know I'm guilty of this, that particularly in the college Sunday school, like, we'll get done, then we'll hang out and talk and stuff like that. But we need to be conscious of our clocks to try to get down there, pick up kids. So that and this all goes back, honestly, a lot, Robbie, about being cared for and counted on, right? Like we've got volunteers teaching and helping lead our kids.
Yeah.
And we're counting on them. They're caring for us and our kids in that way. But we need to go show up and try to help them so we can transition easier, because we got lots of people who volunteer in all sorts of areas between choir and door greeter and sometimes people who are teaching older kids then go down nursery area or stuff like that. So it's really just getting used to the new logistics, the new flow, right?
Right. Myself as a teacher, I have to be conscious of the time as well. And so turning this on its head, we're asking our adult Sunday school classes if they can be done by latest at 10:30 so parents can be released to go and pick up their kids. If you finish a little bit earlier than 10:30, that's fine as well. But we just want to keep that 10:30 to 10:40 pickup window kind of like a sacred time where that becomes a priority for parents. But also on Wednesday night, with midweek coming back full force this Wednesday, all of our children's ministry activities and programming will be finished at 7:30 p.m. this year. So we're asking parents to pick up their kids in that 10-minute frame between 7:30 and 7:40.
Yeah.
And another thing with Wednesday night as well, as it also relates to Sunday morning, is please check in your child inside the building.
Yeah.
And then come pick up your child from his or her classroom locations during that 10-minute window. We're not going to release any child to be able to wander through our church campus or facility. We're conscious about the safety of our children, and this helps keep them the safest when they know that mom or dad or whoever their guardian is will come and pick them up from their class location or their group location on either Sunday morning or Wednesday night. I know as a dad that helps me to breathe a little bit of a sigh of relief, knowing that my kids aren't going anywhere that they shouldn't be, that I'm the one or my wife is the one responsible for getting them.
Yeah, and so I think drop off and pick up, just understanding those times is one, helping our volunteers and people, but two, it's a safety thing too. I know, we go down, whether it's sometimes some mornings it's me dropping off kids, sometimes it's only Angela, sometimes it's both of us. But like I know you got to get checked in, get a little sticker thing. I've been scolded before because I didn't have it, even though everybody knows me. I know them. They know that's Addison. But I've still had to like go back and get the powers to be to say, yeah, he's not an imposter and stuff. So like I appreciate how much effort our children's team puts into security and safety of our kids. And that's part of this whole thing is just getting used to the new norm so we can keep our kids safe and everything else.
Right. And also on Sunday morning, there's been some question about, well, with extended care, which is our way of saying the nursery, that happens at 11 o'clock. So when parents get their kids between 9:30 and 9:40, if your child is in that extended care age of a newborn up to pre-K, that child will stay in that room. And between 10:30 and 10:40 is when the volunteer shift change will occur. And so the kids won't go anywhere, but the volunteers will change out. So, and that's another logistical thing that we've got to work out between our people that serve. But it'll work.
That goes back to why we need to try to be picking up kids too, because sometimes Sunday school teachers are on rotation for helping out with extended care, and they can't leave this if the kid hasn't been picked up yet and go help out with other things. So it just helps the whole machine move smoother if we can do this.
Right. And speaking of serving, we always need more parents to be serving. And serving is a vital part of being a Christ follower, being a Christian. And so I've often heard that you're never more like Jesus than when you serve, because he came to serve, not to be served. And so he's our model, and so we should model that. And so if you're a parent watching this and God's been nudging you to serve in kids ministry, reach out to us and we'll get you started on the process of serving. And serving is a blast in kids ministry. It really is. And we're not asking people to serve every single Sunday for the rest of their lives. It's not a life sentence.
You can if you want to, but
sure. But once a month, twice a month, once every 2 months, whatever your schedule allows. We would love to have you as a parent serving in our kids ministry.
Well, one thing I find too, me and Angela talk about this a lot, is like we want to be in part of the kids ministry here because we're pouring into our own kids, but also these other kids as well. And so like as parents, the first disciples we have are our kids. Right. And so like, for instance, I can't volunteer tons of time because I'm always with college guys in it, but we still help out when we can. And like we're on rotations for stuff. So we have all sorts of ways to volunteer, whether it's, a few times a quarter or once a month or maybe every week, lots of opportunities. And there is a lot of joy in being able to pour into these kids.
Yeah, a lot of opportunity, a lot of need.
Yep.
And we have a lot of people that can fill that need. So reach out to us. We would love to have you be a part of what God's doing in our kids ministry. But thanks for taking the time to hang out with us and just to really hear our heart and to really unite with us as we serve Christ through serving his kids here at FBCBoro. So we look forward to seeing you on Sunday. And until then, may God bless you. Take care.